Hey, how are y'all? We're back with another installment of Rice Talk. This is your host Cam, and we have
Bryce dropped mouth.
back in the building. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling great, refreshed.
What's the eats of the week?
Eats of the week, man.
What's the best meal you had in the last 7 days?
What is the best meal I had in the last 7 days?
Dang, you ain't been living, man.
I don't know. What did I eat this week?
Sheesh. What's not a bit?
Like pizza rolls been pretty good. It really ain't been a good meal week this week.
Oh, I didn't know.
For
Okay,
real. Like
okay,
I
okay.
can't really say.
You know,
I just been kind of on and off.
well, next week probably won't be a good meal week for me because this week I kind of went like a little on the more frivolous side, but like not too crazy. It's just like,
Yeah, been just been kind of saving.
yeah, because yeah,
Ain't really
next
been
week
going so
I
crazy
got a
this
lot of
week.
leftovers and shit like that. So I ain't so it's perfect. It kind of work out. Like I got to take care of the leftovers. You know, the leftovers is kind of like homework. You got to take care of that.
Gotta take care. I'm really trying to think what did I have this week though? What did I cook this week?
But just take it meal by meal.
Oh yeah, I was eating like turkey burgers and stuff this
Oh, for
week.
sure. Ooh, yeah, that's pressure though.
Turkey burgers and like French fries, air fried though, air fried French fries.
Oh,
This week though, I'm gonna have red beans and rice.
word.
Red beans and rice. Gotta have the connected sausage in it.
How about do you do sugar or like and you're ready or do you do sugar or salt or not
Oh,
or
salt.
like
I want those. Like I
okay
always do like salt,
yeah because I know some
seasoned
people
salt.
do sugar
Some people they do sugar and like spaghetti and stuff,
yeah yeah
which I wasn't
chili
ever
and
like a
stuff yeah
fan.
yeah.
Like sugary. That's weird.
I
That's a
guess it's
weird
like a
combination.
tangy, like a, I don't know.
I never had it, so
Because I'm
I
assuming
really can't.
like sugar with like a tomato base is gonna be like a sweet. It's gonna be like just like a sweeter version of itself. But like, so I guess if that's what
Kind
you
of like
like,
ketchup, pretty much. I
yeah,
heard like sugary tomato. That's pretty. That's
that's
pretty
good.
much an accurate like description
That's a good comp. Is ketchup like a top five condiment?
for me. Just depend on what you're using it for or what you eat.
Mm.
Like French fries, tater tots, hash browns, onion rings. Like some people don't like it on hot dogs, but that's a debate. Mustard or ketchup on hot dogs.
Which one's more of a sandwich, a taco or a hot dog?
That's probably hot dog just because they use bread. I wouldn't say a taco would be a sandwich unless it's like a soft shell, like a burrito or something, or like a wrap. Would be more so a sandwich, I guess.
I don't know why I thought I like
But
those thick like taco shells from taco. What was it, chalupa?
the chalupas,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know why I was thinking something like that, but that's still it. Yeah, I'm tripping. That
I
just
guess
me.
just depend on how you eat it too.
Yeah. What is the difference between like an all right hot dog and like a great hot dog?
All right, hot dog. It's just you throw your weenie in the microwave or throw it on a little George Foreman, put some mustard on it. A good hot dog, you go summertime
Hmm.
or whenever you throw it on the grill and it's got that char
Yeah.
when they be burnt up.
Some little char marks on it.
At them, not even the char, like the whole thing be kind of
Oh,
black. You know what I'm saying? Like charred,
yeah, yeah.
but not like burnt.
Like char grill hot dog.
Char grill hot dogs and the some smoked hot dogs.
That Loki doesn't sound too bad. I had to have
You
like
throw some
some turkey ones or type shit.
or like throw some Kaneka sauce on the grill.
Mmm. Sounds like a good grill. Like what else did you put on the grill? You got some connectors on the grill.
You probably throw Kaneka, throw some wieners on the grill, hamburgers. Gotta
Hmm.
have your ribs on the grill.
You made me want to do a
Like
cookout.
chicken wings. You ever had grilled thighs?
Nah.
They You can try 'em. Grilled thighs, like
Dang.
grilled chick thighs.
What kind of seasonings or
Bussin'.
like do you remember?
I don't know. To be honest with
Cause I really, I know people that eat like
you. Gotta
thighs.
have like your
Like, they don't like
barbecue
them.
seasoning, of course, though.
Yeah.
Barbecue.
How do you like your
Um,
barbecue sauce? You like your barbecue sauce to be like bold or like tangy?
a good balance. It just depends what
Actually,
I'm
and
eating.
spicy too.
A little spice on it. I kind of like them sweet. Just like if it's chicken and ribs or something like that, they gotta be sweet.
Hmm.
But if I'm eating like, Fusacas or whatever, I like they tangy barbecue. Like if
Yo,
you eat them on chicken tenders and stuff, the tangy barbecue
give me
really
that
good.
there. It's like a something barbecue. It's low key fire. Food Cyclist has this it's like you got regular barbecue and then you got it's like a white barbecue. So I'm
No,
like,
I ain't never had it. I didn't know they had it.
man. And you know, I'm really not on like the Food Cyclist hype train or nothing like that. I'm really more of a Zaxby's guy.
Zaxby. Yeah,
But
they pretty solid.
I had it in that sauce, man, that sauce goes mad.
It's some kind of white barbecue.
Yeah,
I didn't know they had that.
it's dang, I'm trying to really you ever had Moe's barbecue?
Mm-hmm.
You ever like seen their white sauce? But
Mm-mm.
it's just barbecue sauce. Well,
No.
so dang man, it's fire. I would recommend trying it and it's yeah, it's fire.
White sauce, barbecue sauce.
Yeah. Do
That's
you
something different.
you ever juggled before?
I could never learn how to juggle. I could never get it down. I was always good with just a little two two objects. That's my max.
What do you think like your hidden talents was like that you just knew you had?
Like growing up as a kid or something
Hmm.
like that. I don't know. Catching. I would say catching. I was always good at catching stuff.
Hmm.
Like playing football, I was always good at catching, hide and seek, strategizing.
Hmm.
Like playing hide and seek and stuff like that. I was always pretty good at stuff like that.
Oof.
Strategizing,
I would leave like,
baiting up.
uh-huh.
Like we playing football and stuff, pick them up.
Yeah.
Or like I was always good at baiting up the quarterbacks.
I was a good team
Catching
picker.
stuff.
Mm. I was a GM from a early age. That was
I
probably
wasn't a good team pick. I was always a good teammate though.
man. Well, the reason and it kind of started a little later slash like younger, but like the reason I started picking good teams because I got tired of like playing so hard and like and it,
You having to do it carrying a team.
yeah, but I got to the point where I was like, yo, I don't have like a chance. Like imagine I'm really thinking of like pick up football like PE or something like that, but like imagine just playing basketball and it's like five of your friends and then there's like four people on your team that really don't even play basketball and
Yeah, I would have been one of those for.
and then you
I
just
was terrible at basketball as a kid.
and they just over there sweating. You know they're sweating too, and you really can't do anything because yeah, it's crazy. So I had to learn to just start, really plotting. Like,
I will say I was good at like shooting. The basketball goals you have indoors and stuff.
mhm.
I was always good at them. I always had a good shot.
Yeah, because a lot of outdoor courts have double rims.
Dumbass.
So double rims for me.
So I wasn't the best basketball player, but I always had a decent shot. Whether it was like on the indoor basketball goals, like the stuff in the house, them home goals and stuff,
You remember when we had that question? It was like shoot a free throw,
or like make a layup
shoot a free throw for 100,000, or make a layup for
for like
5,000.
5K.
Which one you taking?
Well, I'm still taking that free throws.
Okay.
Like that's 100K. Like if I really needed like 5K, really needed, I'm taking the layup.
That's a sweet
Like if I
layup though.
really needed the 500,000, like right then,
Imagine if it was like this though. Like imagine if it was like they had like an open audition or whatever. And so this is like a line of people. And like they give them a ball, like say they have a person that's up and they got people that are waiting like a line.
mm-hmm.
And so like and it's just like a line that keeps going like they let you go up there, you pick your layup or you pick your free throw. And you imagine you like waiting in line like hours. Like all day and it's your turn. And then they're like, all right, you doing layup or a free throw? And you like, let me go and get that. Like you said, you done seen like 60 people miss this free throw too. Cause say they gotta walk past you too, like on the way out. So you can see all these people that miss, you gonna like,
But like $100,000 though, that's a lot of money. That's a 50-50 shot.
it's gonna be a lot of people walking out there.
There's gonna be a lot of people walking out with no money.
Cause there's gonna be a lot of people that didn't take the layup.
True.
But I believe in you though. I just know I'm gonna get in and out of there. They can really let me go last. Like I don't care if I go last first. That layup,
Right.
they can say you can go. You got to go with your opposite hand. All right.
Oh, you got to make a layup with the off hand?
No, I was saying like shit. You can ask me that. I still do it. Cause it's like I can do that. That free throw. Ooh, my hand might be
Uh,
sweaty. Ain't lying.
And so you could pick your hand in the layup, though. I do layup.
Yeah.
And so what they made you the offhand,
The offhand might be crucial.
offhand might be crucial.
What was your favorite toy as a kid?
I was always a big Nerf gun fan.
Hmm.
I had this one Nerf gun. It was so lit though. It was like you could make it into a sniper rifle or you could turn it into a pistol. 'Cause it had like the detachable barrel on it, had a scope, a laser,
See,
stock on it you can take off like that. That was a nice little Nerf gun.
you ever played out scenarios in your
Oh, all the time with them guns. I had so many Nerf. That was my
head?
that was my toy. Them Nerf guns.
Dang, I would probably say my most favorite toy, just because I can't remember a lot. Because I don't really count like my bike or like a ball as a toy. I guess. I mean,
A bike.
yeah,
I say that'd be top two.
but I would. I had a lot of like
Would you
wrestling stick
consider that a
figures.
toy though? A bike?
I guess you could say it's like physical, I guess what like fitness or whatever. I guess you can say it's in that category. But like, I ain't gonna lie. I wish they would just market it as a toy so kids to like go towards them more. Because it's
I
like,
guess when you a kid, it's a toy. I
yeah.
mean, like when you're an adult, it's like a means of transportation,
Hey, ain't that
exercise
crazy?
equipment
Like as you grow up, like it turns from one thing to
to
another.
another.
What's another thing you can think of that's like that?
Talking about like the uses,
Yeah,
kids and adults. Hmm.
it turned from a toy into a form.
With like some type of purposeful use.
Yeah,
An iPad. Because when you a kid, all you doing is playing games and stuff on it. But
yeah.
then when you're using it as an adult, you got to use it as like it's some of the things you can do with an iPad. But sometimes we got to use them at work. People read on them. You like do business on them.
Play air hockey on them.
Yeah.
Put that thing down. Be like player one, player two.
You know what I'm saying you doing your like school work on it. There's so many different things like computers. Cause like what did you use a computer for as a kid?
Games.
Games.
It's like I
Like as
didn't
opposed to like what do you use it for as an adult? Work.
work. I would say the toy car, but it's a toy car. But like it's crazy using like a toy car just to drive in a
To
circle.
play around, but like as an adult, you just use it as a collectible
Yeah,
or like a decoration or something.
yeah.
Or
Some
like a
people.
rubber duck for Jeep drivers. Like they like to put the rubber ducks in the dashboard.
What are your thoughts on them? Like no thoughts on them?
They got no thoughts on it. It's like, dude, that's their culture.
Yeah, for sure.
They got their own thing, so that's cool.
You know what's even cooler? A lit birthday celebration. Walk me through what would be like a perfect birthday celebration.
I'm sure it just depends on the person and what they like. See, me, I'm not really a big club person
Hmm.
like that. I'm more so like, let's do an activity type of person. Like, I'd rather go bowling. We can do paintball. Let's have like a paintball and set it up like we playing Call of Duty or something like that. Have a bunch of like matches and stuff. Like, we can use, instead of doing like in the wood, you know how most paintball places be in the woods and stuff.
Yeah.
Have it like in an urban setting somewhere.
Oh, so like a little team deathmatch,
Like a
13
team
people type
deathmatch,
of.
like those type of game or like domination or something like that
Oh,
in like an urban setting as opposed like in the woods.
as opposed to just going out. So okay, so like okay, doing like a little. See, I would have only problem I would have with doing something like that is just getting enough people for it. Cause
Trust
it's here.
you'll find enough people to do something like you pitch that idea out to them, especially like gamer people.
I put it on Reddit.
They'll pull out. They'll pull up.
No, for real. Yeah, paintball
And think
dope.
about how lit that'd be like in an urban setting playing paintball
Ooh,
with a whole bunch of people.
mine would be renting out like a VR thing
Mm.
and like doing something like that, but like I guess indoors. I mean,
Hmm.
I don't know how it would be built because I know like you don't want people to be running into each other,
They
but
are.
like I would want like I guess like maybe 7 on 7 or like 8 on 8 so we can just play like modes and but it gets
But it's
real.
VR to be lit too.
And then like
I ain't never did
afterwards
VR.
we can take birthday shots. Drink responsibly, of course.
Drink, yeah, of course.
Please recycle drink.
Drunk in VR.
Drunk in VR, like I feel like it's dope. I would probably say drink after because it's like some of them might get a little dizzy
A
just
little
because
too, yeah. Maybe don't, yeah.
VR. I ain't gonna lie, like VR is as good as doing it almost. So if you're fighting zombies on VR for like 2 hours, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you go to bed that night, you might have like a glimpse of a zombie in your dream, just like a little bit. But
You might.
I mean, you just spent 2 hours with them. You know,
I'm saying you beat up on the zombie though.
yeah, VR is dope. It's just not the most practical. Like when you get off of work, not everybody has 8 feet of space to just
Just do whatever.
yeah, and then not
Move
every game
around.
you play is compatible either. There's only so many games like you can't play Madden or something with VR. Not yet.
I say the closest thing to it was like that with NFL 2K. They had that first person mode.
Yeah.
I never played it, but I seen it.
Damn. Who do you think came out better? Um, or actually, like, scratch that. Who do you think made a bigger impact in like that Xbox 360, PlayStation 4 era?
No, PlayStation 3.
Yeah. Who do you think made a bigger impact? 2K basketball or Madden?
Back in that time, probably I would say 2K. I was on 2K more. I was. A lot of everybody else I knew was on 2K more,
Hmm.
especially when 2K13 dropped. So that's probably one of the best 2Ks that came out. I wasn't really on Madden back then.
I feel like yeah, by then I was probably not off of Madden, but I just wasn't as
Like, it wasn't as
active.
good like on the PlayStation 2 Maddens.
Where do you think Madden's from then to now? Like, where do you think they went wrong?
It's trying to bring too much realism in the game. They're not as arcadey as they was
Yeah,
back
so
in the
they
day.
exchanged the
The fun and arcadey style to like be
for
more
graphics.
realistic graphics and the realism that
Hmm.
makes it more frustrating.
Yeah, that's true. And
And it's too much of a learning curve too, like with the realism.
I just hate throwing interceptions on
You know what
this
I'm saying?
game.
Like you got to remember back in the day, you just press square and you throw it to the receiver. Now you
Mhm.
got to press square a certain way. You got to hold this. It's too
High
much.
step drop back.
5-step drop back. You got the high pass, touch pass, the lobs, so many different types of.
You really
It'd
hooping
be too
out there.
much.
Now for yeah, I would say Madden has came a long way, but I don't really know. EA Sports has probably came a long way, but Madden has probably came a little bit of the way. But
I need to bring back street, like NFL street, NBA, all them street games.
mm, yeah, they need to bring
That
like
was
that,
like peak EA.
and they need to bring back like Saints Row 2 vibes type of game,
Saints Row 2.
or like Saints Row.
The 2 was probably the best one.
Yeah, I think it was. One was good, but I think they figured out everything on 2.
They could have left some of the mechanics from 1 and 2 though.
Yeah,
But they did take some of the. I never got to play 1, but I seen
yeah.
like it's actually kind of fire.
One is, one is actually not better when you play 2 first, but it's kind of like when you play 2.
You get so used to playing it.
Well, it's like one, you can appreciate the story of one. It's like what going through
Yeah,
one
1 had a good
first.
story.
Yeah. And they had all the cars you can customize.
It was real. It was more so street. You can tell
Yeah,
who. You can pretty much tell who was behind the scenes making that game.
pretty much.
And then as it progressed, you can see who all.
Yeah, you can see
If
who
you know,
all.
you know. The first game was real street,
No, that is true. Yeah, it was
and it was just based out like, and
like it
the
had a
reason they messed it up because they was trying to compare it too much to GTA,
uh-huh, yeah.
and it really was like, I mean, the open world aspect, yeah, that was the same, but the thing Saints Row did, they focused most on the gang culture
Yeah.
as opposed like GTA was just storage based stuff,
Hear me out on this. Saints Row had more of a pulse to the streets, to the urban.
like the street urban
Yeah.
gang culture.
And Grand Theft Auto
Like San
had more.
Andreas was like the only game that really touched on that
Mhm.
gang stuff.
And everyone after that was more mainstreamish.
Yeah.
Like it was even the storyline, you know, if you know, you know.
It was more so like, yeah, modernized. But like I said, San Andreas was the only one that focused on gang culture. And then like GTA 5 just had the gang elements in it, but that wasn't the main focal point, like San Andreas. I mean, not like, but Saints Row.
Yeah, yeah. GTA is very heavy on like they
The
had that
focusing
focus of
on,
it, but
yeah, that wasn't the focal point.
what's one thing? Oh, I lost it. What's something you wish you had more time for?
More time just being free time just to relax,
Hmm.
enjoy yourself. Cause you gotta think when you working full time, 40 hours of your time you spending this, or at least 40 hours of your time you spend working. And the other bit of time you don't really have enough energy to enjoy unless you just got money like that. You going out and you know what I'm saying? That's another thing too. More time to save money.
That's true.
More time to enjoy life, more time to save money. So
Yeah,
you can enjoy. Because like 40 hours of your week, work, especially when you're working and in school, you ain't got time to do nothing.
anything in school, kids in school, work in school. Ooh, school is.
Like school, and then if you got kids,
My hats off to you. You should get
hats
a
off to
discount
you.
because what's something that I wish I had more time for?
What would you say?
You know, I don't really wish a lot because I feel like it makes me feel like I'm like not grateful or something. Not like for real, but like it makes me feel like I'm not content with what I have.
No, it's just like
But
I'm grateful and thankful for my job and all that stuff,
but
but it's
I'm
just
trying to
like,
think. What would I wish I had more time? I would say I feel like I have enough time to do everything, but it's just energy level is just always a factor.
yeah,
I would say I kind of wish I had more time for I wish I made more time for fitness.
I was gonna say that was another one too.
But it just
It's
kind of
like 'cause I
comes
do
down.
be having time. It's just the energy,
Yeah. It just kind of comes down to there's only
energy,
so
and
many hours in the day. And I do need to rest.
you got the rest, got to get your sleep.
Cause you can Iron Man things and the thing is, there's different levels, there's different types of fitness, of course, but like, the one that everybody really focuses on more is more like the physical fitness. But it's like you do have to maintain the other facets of fitness, whether it's like spiritual or
Like
like
mental
or
health,
mental.
mental.
Like you can't like if the thing is it's all sacrificing when it comes to like your fitness. So you have to sacrifice things. And like if you want to be at peak physical fitness, you may not always be at peak mental fitness or peak
Right, like you'll be a
spiritual
good.
fitness.
You're right.
So like you could be right on the outside and it's like things not be on the inside. But I guess it depends on people's priorities. But for me, I like to have a good balance. So if I know that I need rest or if I know I need to like, slow down on something, to feed into the other thing, I will. So I would say working out, but like yeah, it's just realistically you don't want to pull too much from yourself. So I guess just
Yeah, because
sometimes you're
you can make
reluctant.
yourself depressed going too hard, like
Yeah.
fit
Yeah.
with your physical fitness.
Yeah, you can you can burn yourself out for sure if you work too hard. So you definitely have to,
You got to find that mental balance too.
and you got to find your consistency. It's not about like when you want to find your consistency, it's more of about finding your consistency through trial and error
Hmm.
because you won't know how to become consistent unless you have trial and error. Because it's easy to just do something when it's going well, but when it's not going as well, that's when the consistency kind of kicks in from you just doing it all the time because you've seen the ups, the downs, the downs, the downs, and the ups. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. But consistency takes care of that because you're not, so tied into actions. It's just, it's a routine.
You just got to make it a habit, turn it into a routine.
Yeah. And then
And
next thing you know
it
that,
gets easier once you turn it into a routine. It get easier
yeah,
to
because
maintain.
if you have any goals or if you have any things that you want to do, it's not so much about turning it or making it something you just do a lot. It's about like making it part of your routine, then that routine turn into a lifestyle.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
that's the
But you
goal.
got to sit up and you got to have the discipline to do all that stuff
Yeah,
first. You got to have develop your mental first.
yeah,
Had
because
a drive, determination, and everything before you
yeah,
see with creating a habit and then routine and then lifestyle. So it all starts up here.
it does. What you are looking for is within.
Yep, come within.
What is the most interesting place you've ever visited?
Mostly like it'd be like city, club, anything like just anything, anywhere.
Anywhere. If the location is interesting enough, you can just set a location. Like if it's just, people would know.
There's one spot downtown.
Mm-hmm.
So me and some people went down there. Cause one of my homeboys, he said one of his friends was like, he's a musician
Mm-hmm.
and he had a performance there. Man, I walked in there, wanted to leave as soon as I got up in there, man. Just a different type of crowd, just to be nice.
Yeah.
Definitely, it wasn't my type of crowd, but it was very different. In some place I would never go again. I ain't gonna put the name on blast, but I wouldn't go back. 'Cause it was just a different type of crowd, wasn't my vibe at all.
It makes me cringe just thinking about it.
I'm
Um,
just like, man,
the most interesting place that I've been, I feel like Alaska's just up there because Alaska is just like a very unique place. Alaska has its own,
because they
maybe
got their own beauty, their own like what seasons too, right? Look at like a light season, and a dark season.
pretty much. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm. And it like, is it like, what's the weather like?
you know,
Is it like cold year round or
it's
does it get
actually
warm at all?
yeah, it actually can get up to, don't quote me, it can get up there like regular temp, like a 80. It can get up there like that in the summer and stuff like that.
But I would assume that's like a dry heat though.
Yeah, like it's very dry. And I'm kind of ODing on the numbers. I would say like really like a 60, 70, but yeah, it gets warm in comparison to what it is. So like it will get like, I guess, to the point where like you may not be wearing jackets as much, but it's just always so dry that a jacket, you can really always wear a jacket. Because the thing is, when it's just dry weather, I don't know, like humid, because
Humid, you
humidity
just
is
feel
gonna
it.
open your pores more, and then you're gonna start sweating. So it's like
Sweating and you just feel it.
you're really dressing probably cotton, probably. So it's like, but in a climate like Alaska or something like that, it's drier. So like you can really have a jacket on up to like 70 degrees, or you can not. It's like it kind of feels more pleasant from 60 degrees to 20 degrees versus in some places 80 degrees to 99 to 94 degrees is like unpleasant. So I would say, but it's majestic. It's a lot of wildlife. Alaska is like very unique. Um, Even if you don't do
Yeah.
anything, there's plenty of just like stuff around that you
So
can
you
do
ever see the
for.
lights, the aurora
Yeah,
and stuff up there? So
I,
that's one thing I want to
I
do.
saw the northern lights as we were leaving our hotel.
So that's like a bucket list thing I want to be able to see. The
Yeah.
lights.
It's crazy because it just reminds you of the beautiful, amazing uh where we live in.
Like nature, man. Like that kind of stuff I be wanting to see. I
Oh,
just need the means to travel.
I can get on my safari shit for real. We can really do that.
You know what I'm saying? I just need the means, man. I would love to travel
Some safe
more
shit. Yeah. Oh yeah, we can lock
and
in.
like see stuff.
Because there's so much more out there, and then once you see more, you realize like it kind of puts you into a more fine-tuned
You just get more, you
perspective.
more enlightened
Mm-hmm.
about the world and stuff when you go out and see more.
Yeah, I like that. Closing out, I got a few more. What's something you'd like to be remembered for?
Just being me. Honestly, Bryce was a nice person. Always looked out for everybody. He was a jokester, real low key. Always helping others, always thinking of other people too. And that's pretty much, I mean, just being me.
Sound like you're doing
Really,
your
you
own
know what
eulogy,
I'm
man. Chill,
saying?
shit.
But that's
Yeah, me
way
thinking. I'm
down the
like,
line. We
he
talking
was like,
about
bro,
right now. We
he
talking
said,
about
what?
like
I'm like, damn.
way down the line when I'm old, super old.
Let me think. Ask me.
I'm so like, what would you want people to remember you for? Like when it's your time, way down the line.
Being being authentic,
I'm saying like, yeah,
being transparent, and being respectful. Because I feel like
Yeah,
no matter how the transaction went, like feelings could be away, but respect was there. Because
yeah, but they definitely gonna remember me for being blunt,
yeah,
brutal honesty.
yeah,
I definitely, because there's one thing about me, I'm gonna definitely tell it like it is, but it come from a place of love, or like I care for you. Like, it may be brutal, it may seem mean, but it's coming from a place of truth.
you just feel it. You just it's instinctual. But the thing about your instincts, they're not wrong because they're instincts. It's
Right.
not because in theory, an instinct doesn't mean like that's something's happening for sure, but your instinct occurred. Like if you get that instinct, it doesn't mean that like like danger is imminent, but it does mean that
It's
like
possible.
it's
It's
possible. You know what I'm
like
saying?
that's that sixth sense
Yeah. Now
that
it's
we
like
all have.
you can ignore it, but that doesn't mean like it doesn't mean that like it was off this time, nothing was there. It's just when you act with
Like
your
you can feel the
instinct,
energy.
yeah, yeah, for sure. It's like a different element of the environment. Not on no zodiac shit like that.
But nah,
Um,
that's real.
yeah, I would say really outside of that, it's like everything would be so subjective because it depend on the person. But I
Not
mean,
just depend on the person.
but because to somebody you're Clark Kent, to the other person you're Superman.
Or you could be who was his villain?
Bane or something.
Bang. Yeah, you could be like Bang to somebody. You could be Batman to one person, you could be Bang to the other. Or the Joker.
What's an unpopular opinion you have?
Unpopular opinion when it comes to
Music,
music. Hmm. What genre?
rap.
Rap music. Unpopular opinion. Underground artists need more recognition. 'Cause I was real big on like the underground music in high school and stuff. They need more play because they got more talent and they got more hunger and drive than these mainstream artists.
Mm, say that.
And that's why I used to love listening to like underground artists back in high school. They just wanted it more.
You can hear the drive.
You can hear the drive and everything.
It seemed like they came to work with their lunchbox and like their time
They
card.
was locked in.
They just punched
Like you
in.
could
They
just
like
like the bars, the punch, everything was just on point.
I just paid my whole 2 weeks check for 4 hours of studio time. I'm getting my money's worth.
You know what I'm saying? They getting their money's worth. They got they rent due.
Nah, for real.
And
And they just pay studio time for with their rent because they said nah, I
it
gotta
just
get
take
this off.
longer for them to blow up because they not
Yeah.
rapping about what the mainstream rapping about, which is easier.
Yeah.
Subject matter that they
Oh,
rap about was always different
you
depending
making
on the
all this
artist.
stuff for me. Ooh, what is an unpopular opinion that I have about rap?
And I feel like that might be a popular opinion, but I don't know. Like underground artists are better.
My unpopular opinion about rap is that they are probably my unpopular opinion about rap is that the performers are not that great, or
I,
they're the least. What's how should I say this? Um, Rappers will probably be dead last in live performances,
nowadays, nowadays,
or I would
like
say a rapper a rap
because
performance
you
in
got some good,
2024
like
is
some
not getting
rappers,
your bang for your buck.
yeah.
Versus you can go to like an Afro beat, you can go to like so many other like mainstream, I guess,
And it just
types
depends on the artist too and just the type of substance they have.
for sure.
Like think about going to a Travis Scott concert
Yeah,
as
but
opposed to like going to maybe like a Pooh Shiesty concert.
true.
Who what would you see? Would you get your money's worth at Travis Scott or Pooh Shiesty concert?
Pound for pound, you're probably gonna get your money's worth at Pooh Shiesty's concert because Travis is really gonna give you
He's gonna give you a lot of
60%.
visuals and stuff
He's
too.
gonna give you pyrotechnics, visuals, background dancers. Now look, if we switch out Chris Brown or like Usher for Travis Scott,
Entertainment.
I would say yes because he's not. They're just not gonna rap. They're probably gonna sing
Oh, Chris
and
Brown.
dance.
Yeah.
So so as like from an I would say okay, rappers are probably the least entertaining live.
Yeah.
That would be my unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, record it but it's mostly
And even
because
though you, as much as you love them, it's like
yeah, it's
what
like
rap, like what could you do
it's like
with a live performance?
it's like do you play any extra instruments? Do you like what other artistic element do you
I
bring
mean,
to
they did
your
like
music?
good. You remember the Super Bowl when they had Snoop Dogg and Dre and all that was a good performance. That was a top tip performance, I would say.
Yeah,
But you would have to go, like do that every time at a rap concert.
you would, and then you probably got to imagine all the people that they brought on stage, the spotlights, and just them too. That's so huge
The star power.
yeah. It was almost all they had to do was just get up there, woo woo woo, and it's over. Everybody's just like wow. Versus like more underground, more like less known rappers
Less known
have
rappers.
to have more of a stage presence. But it's almost like in today's rap climate, what is a stage
With the
presence?
stage
Because
presence.
they don't
It's like
expect
they don't
rappers to
even
dance and
shoot nowadays. It's like the crowd doing more of the performance.
yeah. That's why
Rappers just be on stage ad libbing.
yeah, I mean we've seen it.
It's
You'll
like
have some rappers,
I'm not paying to rap your song. I want to see you perform.
but some of them don't know how to. Like they're so
That too.
used
Some
to
of them don't have stage presences.
like they're good in the booth. They can write. But it's like,
They don't have no stage presence.
do you know you're gonna have to be on the road for
Like
260 days a
tour, you
year?
got to right. That's where your money gonna come in at tours.
But these are my thoughts. What's your favorite way to express your creativity?
I can't even answer that. Um, I don't know.
What's your favorite
Like creative. Like what?
outlet?
Hmm. I don't know. I guess I would say like if we doing a school project or something, where we having to use like poster boards and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm. Your
like
organization.
art
Yeah.
stuff like that. I would say
Oh, that's dope.
doing like arts and crafts, Halloween costumes and stuff. I would say expressing creativity because I do get real creative
Okay, I see.
with
Okay.
like Halloween costumes.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So like
yeah. I would say probably like doing like costumes and stuff.
so like not creating, but like I guess crafting,
Yeah,
building.
like crafting and building would probably be my way of creativity.
My favorite my favorite ways to express creativity is probably building things up, revising things. I like cleaning things.
Cleaning and organizing.
Yeah,
Yep, that's
it
another.
definitely
Yeah,
reflects my creativity for sure.
yeah.
Because if I'm feeling, I'll just start cleaning because yeah, it's crazy.
Like
God,
packing up and creating.
speaking of packing up, creating, get ready to get your stuff and get out of here. But before you leave, what do you have for us closing out?
Stay cool. That's it.
Stay cool.
Enough said. Just stay cool. Stay cool. Be true to yourself.
Stay cool. Be true to yourself. These are all things that are all factual. I know I say these stories are all fictional, but that was actual factual.
Actual factual.
I don't know. Can any of y'all tell me the last year y'all used a graphing calculator? Anyways,
A grad boy, high school.
I'm not even gonna
Dang
drop
near
the
10,
year
yeah.
because that it just makes me feel bad.
10-year reunion coming up real
Absolutely.
soon.
Don't forget to recycle. Drink your water in moderation. Recycle again. Please do not litter. But we'll talk about that next pod. And don't forget, remember, if it ain't right, get right.